Hey guys, it's Michelle. In this video, I want to talk to you about 3 things you got to keep in mind if you're about to step in the workforce. Now, let me ask you this. What is the first thought comes into your mind if I ask you to think about someone who's really successful? We are immediately thinking about the accolades. We are thinking about the money, exotic cars, $1 million house, celebrity lifestyle, right? Everybody wants to pay attention to what's happened once you become successful. Nobody wants to pay attention to what's really happening behind the curtain, the amount of work one had to put in to get at that level. Successful people are like the iceberg. Whenever you see an iceberg, all you can see is the 10% of that iceberg. The rest of the iceberg is underwater, right? Nobody wants to pay attention to the amount of sacrifices one had to put in to get at that level. Now understand that every time you look someone who's extremely talented, who are absolutely killing it in the real world, child prodigy for example, we think that they are talented, they are lucky, it was an easy success for them. But again, the thing that you do not get to see is that person started at the age of 7 and they were spending every spare second, every spare minute of their time working on their skill set while you're having fun with your friends, while you're going out for the movies and you're going out for the nightclub. These guys were working on their craft every single day, right? So guys, in this video, as I said, I want to talk to you, I want to give you guys 3 ideas, 3 pointers that you gotta keep in mind if you're about to step into the workforce, if you're about to get your first job. Okay, number 1 is you have to concentrate on your duties and responsibilities instead of just focus on your future, instead of just focus on your ultimate goal. Now, what do I mean by that? It's really easy to keep thinking about the future. It is really easy to keep thinking that how your life's gonna be once you become successful. Now, everyone likes the recognition. Everyone likes the accolades. I'm not against that you shouldn't make a lot of money, but that eventually is going to happen. Once you step into the workforce, if this is your first job, instead of focusing on your future, your end goals, you gotta focus on the daily jobs and the daily duties that you're gonna have to do with 120% focus. Now understand that if you want to be great and if you want to be successful at anything, you're gonna have to get insanely great at your craft, and you can't get great by doing something only a handful of times. Now let's say that your goal, ultimate vision in life is to own the chain of restaurants across the country, right? So where do you start your journey? You're gonna have to start your journey in the kitchen, sweeping the floors, cleaning the utensil, helping the chef, right? And you're gonna have to do it every single day before you get any kind of a recognition. Eventually someone is going to notice you. Let's say that you want to become an extremely successful entrepreneur. Where does the journey begin? A journey begins at the bottom. What's the bottom look like? For example, I started at the bottom and I started knocking the doors from 8 in the morning to 8 at night. I have made thousands and thousands of calls, and some days no one were answering my call. I have done thousands of presentations where for the first 100 presentation I sucked at it, right? You're gonna have to do things that entrepreneur does. They make the deal, and one of the things they're gonna have to do is they're gonna have to get in proximity with the decision maker so you can do the presentation in front of your clients, right? And then you're gonna have to acquire a skill set to close that deal. And understand this, you're not gonna become a phenomenal entrepreneur down the track if you only made hundreds of calls. You're gonna have to make thousands and thousands of calls, and you're gonna have to do hundreds and hundreds of presentations before that skill set is going to start paying you. And you can't just keep visualizing what's gonna happen once you become that person. You can't just keep dreaming about the cars and the celebrity lifestyle. It's all good. I'm all about visualizing where you can be in next 5 and 10 years down the track. But if you don't want to focus on things that gonna get you there, then you are never ever going to accomplish that goal. Number two is you have to take pride in what you do. You need to understand the value of your position, the value of your work. Now, understand this: if you're fresh out of the college, if you're fresh out of the university, no one is hiring you or no one is offering you for the position of a CEO or a general manager. They're probably not even going to hire you in the middle management because you haven't got the sweat equity, you haven't got the career capital. Whatever that you have studied in the university is all theoretical. You don't know how to apply that information that you studied in the university to produce some tangible results. So it's okay if other people take you for granted, if other people do not value your work. You need to understand the value and the significance of the work that you're producing, that you're doing on a regular basis. Let me give you an example. When I first got into the workforce, I did not wait until I was making $125,000 a year to dress like someone who's making a six-figure income. I would always show up for work with my sharpest clothes. I was the most well-dressed person in the room. You do not have to wait until you're making millions and millions of dollars to act like someone who's making millions and millions of dollars. You can still show up at your job confident because you take massive pride in what you do. The last one is find the satisfaction in knowing that your work affects the bottom line. In his book, Good to Great, Jim Collins writes about level 5 leadership. He writes that leaders who are running their organization more quietly and more humbly are more effective leaders than people who are more charismatic and have a high profile status in a business community. Okay, effective leader absolutely believe in the heart that when companies succeed, it's not only because of their effort. Okay, people and the business succeeds because when you get the job done, and those jobs are done by people who are at the bottom or usually sitting in the middle management, right? When you do a job well done, know and acknowledge that whatever the contribution that you are making towards the bottom line, it's affecting the bottom line. It's making a difference. Once you acknowledge that whatever the work that you are producing is affecting the bottom line, that gives you the enough motivation. You do not want your boss, you do not want the top leader of the business to recognize your effort, right? When you know that you matter, your work matter, that gives you enough juice to keep going until you get to the next level of your success. And that's my time, guys. Now, before I let you go, I need to ask you a super quick favor. If you like the content, if you resonated with anything what I just said, it would mean world to me if you like this video, share this video, subscribe to this channel, and hit the bell icon so you receive the notification every time I'm coming with a new video. Thanks for your time. Thanks for sticking around. I'll see you next time.